Welcome to NOLIMIT'S layout. Axis Allies revised EX-E-G40 house rules playtest round 1, game 9, and round 1 is going to round 2 as well. As we kicking Hitler's butt, as you hear the background music. Yes, it'll be ending round 1 with the Far East Command and France, and beginning China's turn in round 2. They go first in my version. And let's see what CROCKETT did for his UK previously. Yeah, he destroyed all that stuff of the Italians in Tobruk, as he should. Also got rid of the fleet in 97, but the Italians countered back. More on that later. And pretty much what he did. He built a destroyer, a plane, and a couple of infantries in London. Fortifying Gibraltar as well. Let's see what Sergeant SHULTZIE did for his Italy. And like I said, he destroyed the UK fleet in 97, but at a costly rate for himself. He lost all his ships and even a dive bomber. Which is very good, yeah. But he did take Yugoslav, Kenya, even though he got convoyed out of that. And but pretty much what. He also took Tunisia as well. Now, railroading his troops into Poland. Gotta help their big brother, because the big brothers can't take the Russians themselves. Oh boy. Anyway, and remember SHULTZIE. Since you lost a dive bomber in an empty Z zone, no one controls C zone 97. Of course, transports can't make that enemy C zone. You get 3 or less on your TAC fighter pilot next time. Probably on your German turn. You also forgot to do your German fighter pilot as well into Tobruk, but that's only that would be a 2 or less, since it's an enemy territory shot over at the end of the battle. So remember that. And I'm gonna roll CROCKETT's fighter that was down in 97. Actually, he had 2 actually. 2 fighters down in 97 when he had tag when he was defending. So he gets 2 rolls, and I'll do that for you, CROCKETT, if you don't mind. And I better get that dice. Happy for 2 dice for your fighter pilots. See if they survive. All right, so let's go to the Far East Command. Let's see. Under my rules, they can combine the economy, India and Australia, but not until Japan declares unprovoked war against the Allies. So right now they're separate economies. And let's see, the Far East Command, India side has 17 to spend. They're going to spend all of it. 3 infantries, 2 artillery. That's 17. And for Australia side, they have 10 to spend. They can spend on a cruiser upgrade. That's 5 IPCs, and they're going to spend a tech roll at 5 IPCs. That's 10 altogether. Since they got to keep their economy separate for now, until Japan declares unprovoked war, or until America enters the war. Either way. All right, so they'll have 1 combat and around 6 areas of combats, of non-combats. 1 area of combat. So I'm going to take a transport 39, pick a man from India, West India, off a naval base, 1, 2, 3, and put him in Ethiopia, making it mine, all mine. So that puts me up to 18 in the charts, and Italy go down to 13. So that's all the combats. So let's do all the non-coms. Alright, so let's start with this stuff here. In Burma, I got 2 men. I'll take one and put him in Shan State. And let's see. The fighter should stay there. Okay, this got 2 AA guns out of 3. 2 of them are going to Burma. These 5 remaining infantry are going to Burma as well. And his artillery as well. And these 2 aircrafts, a fighter and dive bomber, off an air base going 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Tanganyika territory. Yeah. Surrounded Italy there in Africa. So remember, CROCKETT, if you would send your mecha to Tanganyika in your next turn, we'll have them surrounded. Plus, I don't want him to get a lucky shot at my planes. There's 2 units there. So you won't dare come in here if you put your mech there. CROCKETT, thank you very much. Alright, let's see what else. 39 got a destroyer, is going 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. C-Zone 36. The pool of Sneaky Carl. Yeah. And his cruiser also going 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3 in the C-Zone 55, my favorite number. 55! And his battleship, 37's going 3 spaces off of Naval Port as well. 1, 2, 3. To Studio 54, C-Zone. And while we're there, C-Zone 62, going to take the transport. Pick up a man from South Wales. 3 spaces. Touch New Guinea. Cut it out. Cut it out. Look alive, soldier. And this other man from Sydney is going to walk into Queensland. And these 2 A guys are going there as well to Queensland. Destroyer in 62. From Naval Port. Going to New Zealand C-Zone. Pick up a man. And go back to 54 and put him back into Queensland. Remember, destroyer is going to carry out 1 troop in my version. And his cruiser from New Zealand's coast is going to 62, so I can upgrade that cruiser into a heavy cruiser. These 2 fighters in New Zealand off an air base, 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Java. Yeah. This fighter in Queensland is going to also 5 spaces. Naval base, sea base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Malaya. Yeah. Let's see. I can't take over these money islands because under my rules, you can only liberate them if the Axis controls the money islands. So I can't do that. Otherwise, I would have done it. But the rules don't allow that. And I believe that's it for the facts, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I believe that's it. I feel I'm missing something here. I don't think so, but I don't think I am. Alright. Put down my units. 3 troops and 2 artilleries into Calcutta. Yeah, Hitler's a bad man. This song indicates. And I'm going to upgrade my cruiser. 62, the heavy cruiser. Make it a capital warship. It'll take 2 damages. And I'll do my tech roll. And those 2 down British fighters in 97. I'll do that as well. Alright. There's white dice indicates my tech row, and there's 2 yellow dice indicates it's fighters. Fighter pilots. Ooh, yeah! That was a trifecta. I got the tech row at 6. Other side of the spectrum. Alright. And one of the fighters survived Croc, so your next fighter would be a 7 IPCs instead of 10. A reduced rate. You're welcome. Alright. I didn't expect to get that. Excellent. So I'm gonna choose long-range aircrafts. Why not? Because why not? Long-range aircrafts with effects, and of course they can share the technology on the my roads with the British Europe. So remember, crowd, we have long-range aircrafts beginning of the 4th round. All right, so I'll do the recap later, since I'll go to France's turn. We got no money to spend, of course, and we used to do the Vichy rolls, but we decided against it because it made a complex game too complicated, so we did away with it, even though it did help both sides. So I have 5 areas of non-combats. Man, Syria going to Transjordan. Destroyers going to 71. The man from Fresh West Africa is going to French Central Africa. Yes. And from Morocco is going to Algeria. Cut it out. Alright, and my fleet 93. Cruiser destroyer is going to 91. Excellent. Yeah, watch me. So that's it for the French. So that concludes round 1. We're going to round 2. I'll do the recap later. Going to China. Start round 2. We're not doing anything. They're going to have 2 non-coms. So these 2 men in Shenxi going to march into Sichuan. Everything in Yunnan of 2 fighters, 4 artilleries, and 8 men. Going to Sichuan as well. Actually, this man from Yunnan is going to Burma. And the 7 infantry are going to Sichuan. Alright. Of course, the artillery is going there as well. And I should indicate that they got to spend it. They got 19 to spend. Duh. We can spend all of it for artilleries, and 1 man since the Burma Road is still open. And they'll go to Sichuan as well. Remember, the U.S. lend-leased their fighter from the Philippines to China, so that's why I got 2 flying tigers for China. And on my roads, you can do that. But they can't have more than 2 at one time on the map. Alright, so that concludes China. And I'll collect 10 on the charts. And collect 10. Plus the Burma Road is still open, so it's another 6. 16 to spend next turn. Yeah. Watch me. And I forgot to do the Far East command. Australia will collect 10. 10 in the charts, right there. 10 in the charts, so on the India side, so it looks like 18. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. India side and 10 for the Australia side they collect. So let's go for the recap for China. 1 infantry in Burma, 11 infantry in Szechuan, along with 8 artilleries and 2 fighters in Szechuan. And for France, got 1 man Transjordan. Season 71 got a destroyer. 2 men in Algeria. Season 91 got cruiser and destroyer in 91. And in London, they got a fighter and 2 men. Alright, so that's for France. Now for the Far East Command. Season 62, I believe, is a heavy cruiser. Studio 54 Season, the destroyer and battleship. Queensland got 2 AA guns, 1 artillery, 4 men. Season 55, it's a cruiser. Season 45, the destroyer with 1 man in Dutch New Guinea. 2 fighters in Java. 1 fighter in Malaya along with 4 infantries. 1 man in Shan State. 6 men in Burma along with 2 AA guns, artillery and a fighter and a Chinese man. Calcutta got 2 artillery, 3 men, AA gun. Season 76, that's a Spirit. You got transport. And you got 2 men in Ethiopia. Yeah, watch me. Oh yeah. And Tegan Ika territory. I got a fighter and dive bomber. So that concludes the turn. Remember, crack. Your next fighter is reduced rate, 79 IPCs. They both got tech rolls of heavy, long-range aircrafts beginning in round 4. Good for us. So that concludes the turn. And stay tuned for Sergeant Schultzie's Germany. Let's see if he just does a G2. Probably not. You know, chicken and all. Have a good turn. Sergeant Schultzie, No Limit out.